On New Year's Eve of 2016, a stabbing fight took place in Renton, Washington. The suspect, GiCarr Wright, was brought in for questioning on January 7th, 2016.
Thank you, sir. I thought you meant to record a statement for me.
That's when you want it, right?
Yeah, I wanted this.
Okay, that's good.
In GiCarr, right now you do have the right to remain silent. You have the right at this time to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney before answering any questions. You have the right to have an attorney present during the questions. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost before or during questioning if you so desire. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Having that in mind, are you willing to waive your rights and talk to me today about this incident?
Yes, I do want to talk.
Okay. I'll spell your name how?
G-I-C-A-R-R.
And Wright is common spelling, W-R-I-G-H-T. What's your birthday? And what's a good phone number for you?
No, two.
And what's your address right now, sir?
I'm homeless. But you can use my mom's address.
What's that? No. What's your mom's name? Okay.
That's the 579 number.
That's her phone
Yes,
number?
it is.
Okay, you don't have a cell phone?
No.
Yourself?
No.
Okay. Okay, what I'll have you do is go ahead and sign right here. And this means that you heard me read your rights out loud to you. That's all that signature means. The second signature means you're aware of those rights, but you're willing to tell me your side of the story.
Okay.
And then sign here, which says, yeah, you are GiCarr Wright. That is your birthday. That's truly you.
Okay. Right here too?
And right here. That one is just, yeah, you're aware of your rights. You're willing to tell us your side of the story. And then the bottom one is just, you're telling us the truth, that you're really GiCarr Wright. And again, I asked you to make you aware we're recording the conversation. You gave us permission, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'd like to do is start by just tell me about the address. South, apartment number 4. What do you know about that unit? Who lives there?
Katrina, if that's the same one, I'm not sure. That's the middle one, isn't that the one I was in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was Katrina's apartment.
Okay. Who else stayed in that unit?
Just her, and there was like 2 other people, but they left and went next door to Adam's apartment when she went to treatment.
And Adam is number 1, right?
I guess,
okay.
yeah, right.
You're talking about Adam Pepka?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And
who are those 2 people? Do you know their name?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't even know their name.
Okay. And who else was in number 4?
And there was like 2 other people.
Guys or girls?
A guy and a girl. And,
do you know their names?
No, I don't know their name. Like Sam or.
So my understanding is you stayed in that unit. Is that true?
Right.
For how long did you hang out there?
I had just came when she was going to treatment. I had came like 2 days before she went to treatment or whatever.
Do you know what month that was?
I think it was last month. Last month.
December? Or earlier than that?
It was like a little bit earlier, like at the end of November.
Okay.
It was, yeah.
So you went into number 4 and started living there or staying there overnight into November.
Right.
Okay.
She gives me the keys before she goes to rehab. She gives me only the keys.
Okay.
She gives me only the
And
keys.
says you can hang out there and stay there? Okay.
Right, because she knew she had to pay her rent or whatever, and that's why I had my own little money and stuff, and so I gave her some money and stuff, you know, for whatever she did, give her a little money, and then so I was in there, and I had the keys, and that was basically like my spot.
Okay. So people moved in or were staying there?
Back and forth. From like next door.
1 to 4, right? Back and forth?
Right. But I wasn't allowing that, so it was only like Sam and Cole and then her boyfriend or whatever, and then it was just us. And so like before the incident happened, Cole he had moved all his stuff to Adam's apartment, so he was gone for like 5 days.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that he left and just moved over there. And so he comes banging on the door or whatever. I don't.
Yeah, are you talking the same day of the incident? Are you telling me now about the day of the incident?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that day, tell me what happened in order
Okay.
up to the incident.
Okay.
So that's December 31st, 2015. That's New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were living in 4 at that time.
Right.
What's the first thing that happened that started this whole mess?
Well, I wasn't really tripping about him banging on the door. I still let him in,
Okay.
and he said he had his stuff there, and I said, and Sam, I guess he liked Sam or whatever, and Sam, she goes out the back window for some reason. I don't know what it was all about.
Sam. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
she goes out the window or whatever, and then I tell him because he likes the girl.
Okay.
And I don't know if he thinks I'm trying to get with her or what, but I don't even like that girl.
Okay, go ahead.
She's a weirdo. So she hops out the window. He's banging on the door. I'm like, hey, man, what are you banging on the door for? Well, oh, my stuff's in there. My stuff's in there. I need to get my stuff. Okay, well, get your stuff then.
Okay.
And then...
Did he do that?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
So I laid on the bed. I said, man, I'm tired, man. I haven't looked all night smoking crystal meth. I'm not going to lie.
All right, go ahead.
I was coming down. And so I laid down on the bed, getting ready to go to sleep. He kicks the bed. This is my mattress. This is my mattress. Hey, man, because that's my buddy. You know, he's my buddy. So I'm like, man, quit tripping, man.
Cole.
Right. I'm like, man, quit tripping, man. Man, this is my bed, man. Just chill, man. It's cool. You know, I'm laughing, trying to, you know, like, man, I didn't think he was serious. And so I was getting ready to go to sleep, man. And I'm just like, man, bro, for real? And I'm just like, man, whatever. So I get my little 2 bags of my clothes, and then I'm leaving out the door.
About what time do you think that was?
That was in the evening. That was about like 11-ish.
In the afternoon?
In the morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, kind of. And so, I come to find out he was dope sick.
Okay.
Or whatever. And I had a little bit of black, and I said, what, are you sick, man? I just asked him, are you sick or something? That was the whole reason why he was mad. He was like, yeah. And I said, okay, I'll smoke with you.
Okay.
And then I goes over to one of my neighbors' apartments. I took all my
number
stuff.
1?
No, not even in those apartments. It's just in a
different
whole
area,
new
different
building.
So you took your bags
right.
and left.
I just left, even though it was my spot. I just left.
Did they tell you to leave and not come back? Did they kick you out? Did they tell you not to come back?
Not right then.
Okay,
not right then.
So you just left on your own accord.
Right.
Did you smoke out with him? You did right then.
I smoked right then. I went to my neighbor's house, and then he came over there with me, and then we smoked, and then I smoked with him, and so I guess that wasn't enough for him or whatever, and so I just chilled at my neighbor's house for a while and stuff, and then I try to come back, and I'm banging on the door downstairs, and then nobody answered, and then he comes.
Was that the front door or back door?
Front door.
Okay.
Front door.
Yeah.
Then he opens the door, and I'm trying to.
Cole does.
Yeah, Cole opens the door, and he's like, yeah. That's when he tried to punk me and was like, oh, you can't get back in here. We don't want you here.
Okay.
And then he slams the door. in my face.
About what time was that, do you think?
Like a little bit, because I chilled for a minute and then I came back.
Was it like an hour later or
A
something?
couple hours later.
So maybe one-ish or so?
Yeah. So he slams the door in my face. Then I try to come back again a couple hours after that. And then he opens the door. He keeps opening the door.
The front door?
The front
Not
door.
the door to number 4, but you're talking the front door to get into the
to
building.
get in the building.
Okay.
Because I got the keys to the upstairs
Right.
door.
Okay.
So I didn't even have a chance to even lock my door,
Okay,
the
go
door. So, and then he opens the door, and then he has a rock in his hand, and he hit me upside my head with the rock, and then slams the door.
What time was that, like 3?
Sometime around there. It was a couple hours after that.
How many times did he hit you in the head with a rock?
He hit me once and then closed the door. And I wasn't even mad then.
Did it knock you out? Did you bleed?
It didn't
You weren't
knock me
tripping?
out. I wasn't tripping. I wasn't bleeding or anything.
So he's just trying, why isn't he letting you in though? Why won't they let you in?
Because
If you're hanging there and
you know
they
what?
know you,
Because
and
it was like
friends.
I know, it was like a takeover thing. Because he likes this girl that stays up there and she does heroin.
Right.
And so he's like a sucker for the girls, so that's why he acts like that. No, that's not even Samantha, that's a different girl. So I guess he was trying to bully me out of the apartment for me not to come in there so they can have that apartment for themselves.
Okay.
That's
And they didn't tell you that, that's what you think.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what I'm thinking.
So the rock thing happens and you leave again.
Close the door, and then I leave. And then it's nighttime or whatever. Try to get in the front door. He opens the door. I thought I said, stay here. I'm not going to let you in here. He has a skateboard in his hand and stuff. I'm like, man, whatever. And so I try to go through the back door. And nobody's answering the door or whatever. So I was just waiting there, waiting for somebody to just come open the door. And then somebody just left out, and then they hurry up and close the door. And so I'm like, damn. And then
So somebody left out the back?
Yeah.
Is that when you got into that back door?
Well, the back door, the one by the one by the stairs was closed. The dude closed the door as soon as he came out of there. I was already in the little inside.
How'd you get on the inside?
Because I don't know, it was
You didn't have
already
a key?
unlocked.
The back door?
Yeah, I guess somebody didn't close it all the way.
Okay.
The back door.
So you got in there, but you
so I
still
was
locked out
sitting
the
there
first
waiting.
door.
I had my bags in my hand, and I was just sitting there. I was sitting there waiting for somebody to open the door or whatever.
And how long is this after the rock hit you on the head incident? Is this a couple hours later?
A couple hours later. And then I'm just sitting in there or whatever, and then I'm just listening upstairs or whatever. And I guess
You can hear them talking?
just people talking
Okay.
and stuff. And so I heard somebody say, "Go open the door and let somebody in."
Okay.
But I guess because one of my friends, I don't want to say nobody's names or whatever, they told him to go open the door or whatever, but they knew I was down there because I was banging on the door and everybody knew that I was down there.
Yeah.
So I guess they tell Cole to come down there. Well, Cole comes down there with some other dude. I think his name is Xavier.
Right.
They come down there and he said, "Hey, I told you not to come over here. You don't stay here no more.
Uh-huh.
You don't stay here no more." And then I'm just like, man, I stay here, man. And then I try to go in and walk up the stairs, and then they grabbed me and was like tussling with me. So I'm trying to go up the stairs. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? And then it was just like a little blackout. And then all I know was I grabbed a knife, and then I got stabbed right here. And then after that, it was like a blur. I just like, I blacked out then. They was tussling with me, and dude punched me, and then I believe it was Cole. One of them two tried to stab me, and thank God, man, I didn't get stabbed in like the face or anything, and I grabbed the knife, and then that's when I got cut. That's when I stabbed him after. Yeah, because I grabbed it, and it was just hella fast, like that. And so, and I'm so like scared.
Yeah.
And I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who else? Okay.
that's it. And right here.
So you grabbed, which one of them had the knife?
I'm thinking it was probably Cole because he had one of those kitchen knives.
Mm-hmm.
That was in my apartment.
So you
And
say Cole had the
they're all
knife.
like the same. I'm believing it was Cole had the knife. It was like a blackout after that. I do believe it was Cole had the knife.
But you're not sure, or you don't remember because you were blacked out?
I don't remember because I got punched after that, and so I blacked out. And I believe it was Cole that had the knife.
Okay.
I believe, because the other dude punched me.
Okay.
The other dude
And
punched me
then
in my face.
you grabbed the knife with your left hand
Yeah, I grabbed the knife.
and pulled it out of their hands.
Yeah, I pulled, for some reason, I grabbed it, and then that's when I cut my shit.
Yeah, and you pulled it out.
Right, and as I grabbed it, I cut my own shit.
Mhm.
And then that's when I just...
So you switched it to your
Yeah,
right
right,
hand,
right,
and then you stabbed who?
right. I guess it was Cole,
Yeah. Where did you get him at?
but
Where'd you stab him at?
everybody saying in his head.
Yeah, but do you remember that?
I don't really remember.
Okay.
Because everything was like a blur after that. I was so scared and stuff, and then they punched me and they bullied me, and then I seen that knife, and then I just got hella scared. I was just scared, man. And it was just me by myself that night. And then when my brother was outside, because he didn't even want to come in after he seen that, he was scared himself.
You mean at the same time? You
Yeah,
there?
at night
Or
time,
later?
he was no,
Okay.
at the same time. As that happened, he was outside the door,
Mhm.
the back door. He was just like right there, whatever, because I was banging on the door. So I'm like, bro, just please stay with me, bro. Just please stay with me.
You mean
Because they might
Dante?
try to, yeah, Dante.
Okay.
I'm like, bro, please stay with me.
So he
Because
came
I'm
over
trying to
with
get
you.
in.
Dante
Yeah,
came
that
over
that
with you?
night.
Did Dante see this thing?
No, he didn't see it. He was outside the outside door.
Okay.
Or whatever. Because I was banging on the door for Helen. He was just like, man, I'm just going to leave or whatever. So he went outside the door. And I'm pretty sure he was outside the door because he was waiting for me.
How can you remember all this stuff, but yet it's a blur and a blackout during this whole tussle fight thing? You know what I mean? I mean, you remember stuff pretty well, but then you black out and you don't know.
I know, because I was scared, man. I was scared, and I was trying to get in my house, and then I was just scared, man.
But you also told me that you heard somebody
right, that was
tell them to come downstairs and open the back door.
Right.
And they were aware you were down there. That almost sounds like a setup, like go down, open that door, and they don't know you're waiting there. So Chris told them to come down, open the door.
Right.
Did Chris know you were down there?
I text him on this little phone that I was using. I text, but I don't want to. He was opening the door for somebody else or whatever. I guess he was opening the door for somebody else, but yeah, it was a setup. Because he knew that he wasn't opening the door for. He knew that they wasn't opening the door for me. So why would you send this dude down that just hit me upside the head with a rock and did all this? Why would you send him down here and then another dude with him to go open the door to let me in? That was like they kind of set me up in a way, like for them not to let me in. I got the keys.
They thought they were opening the door for Auntie Kim.
Right.
That's who they thought they were opening the door for.
Right.
So they didn't know you were down there.
No, they knew I was down there because I was trying to get in. They knew I was
off and on all day.
Yeah.
Not right at that moment.
No, because I was already banging on the door, so I knew somebody told somebody that I was down there. They knew I was down there. That's why they came down there with him and the other dude.
Right.
That's why they came down there, like, if he's down there, we gonna get him type stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What does this knife look like? I'm not super familiar with the case. I'm just curious to describe the knife to me.
I think it's gray. It
How long?
was a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
I've seen it in
Okay, so a kitchen knife?
I forget whose hand it was in.
And like a gray handle?
Yeah.
Describe how long the blade was to me.
I'm not sure.
Have you seen that in Katrina's apartment before?
Yeah, it was a kitchen knife.
Have you used it before, like for cooking and stuff like that?
I don't cook.
But you say you recognize that as being one of her kitchen knives?
Yeah, because it's like a set.
Where did it still came from set? Where did she normally keep it?
Over there by the by the sink.
And when you came upstairs, so you bypassed them. They're downstairs. Cole's telling you.
I didn't even get in the apartment. Period.
But you said, if I got this clear, the last time when you got there and Cole's telling you, hey man, you don't live here anymore, and then you said you walked past him, and then they started grabbing you and hitting you.
I barely made it up 2 stairs.
Okay, so you didn't get Dorothy. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even get in.
When Cole came to the door there, was he holding a knife?
I think so. I do believe he was holding a knife. It must have been in his pocket or something.
Was he swinging at you when you grabbed it from him, or I mean, what was he doing with the knife when you grabbed it from him?
When I grabbed it from him, I guess he pulled it out of his pocket. He pulled it out of his pocket.
Yes, or I mean, what do you remember him doing?
I mean, because it was like a blur. Like
once
when
you
I
said
seen that because he hit.
So Xavier punched you.
Right, exactly.
But you first said that was after the knife thing. Was this? Did he punch you before or after you grabbed the knife?
Before. He punched me before the knife thing.
So he punches you and then you see the knife?
Yeah, and then I see the knife. That's when Cole pulled it out. I didn't even see him pull it out, so he must have pulled it out quick. And so when he went to go try to stab me, I grabbed it.
But you said before you didn't know if he tried to stab you.
No, I said I seen him go I seen him try to stab me, and that's when I grabbed the knife. That's what I remember. He tried to stab me. I don't know.
How long after you grabbed it did you get punched?
He punched me before the knife thing. So after I get punched, then Cole tried to stab me, and then that's when I grabbed the knife.
Then you pull it out of his hand?
Yeah, I pulled it out of his hand. That's where I cut my hand from grabbing
it. You remember putting it from your left hand into your right hand?
Right.
Then what did you do?
It was just fast.
No, then what did you do right after that?
As soon as I grabbed it, I stabbed because they attacked me. Dude punched me, and then they both was just like tussling with me like this, and then Cole went like this, and then I seen the thing, and then I grabbed it, and then I cut myself, and then everything was just like a blur after that.
But when you grabbed
I was just like,
you were able to actually physically pull it out of his hand, even though you had the blade.
Well, I grabbed the blade.
And you're able to take it out of his hand
I got my
shot it on the handle.
Right. And that's when I grabbed it. I don't know. It was quick. I guess he wasn't that strong and everything was moving fast or whatever, but I got that knife because I was so scared. I was just like, man, there's 2 dudes and it's just me, and I'm like, oh man. And they had a knife. I'm like, oh yeah, I probably got stuffed out.
What was Xavier doing after that? So like you grabbed the knife and then you grab it and you say you kind of remember that, but things were getting kind of blurry. Do you remember what Xavier was doing at the time?
I'm not. I don't think he did anything after that. I don't know.
Do you remember
everybody
running away or anybody walking away?
Left, I think.
What did you do afterwards?
I stayed for a second and then I walked off.
Where was Cole when you?
I don't know. I don't know where he went after that.
You know where does his life end up going?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know anything after that. I don't know what happened after that. I don't know what they did, where they went.
Well, who did you go see after that?
Yeah, where did you go after that? Where'd you go?
I just walked off. I just walked off.
Were you
and then I seen one of my.
I
left. I walked off, and then I seen one of my friends, and so I didn't even know where I was going. Where did I go? One of them little spots over there.
Okay. So today we located you at 417 William South, Unit S203.
Yeah.
Is that where you've been staying since this incident?
Just for 2 days.
Okay.
Just for 2 days.
All right. So how much drugs did you use that day? You smoked some crystal meth. What else did you use?
That whole day. And
so you hadn't slept for very much?
I didn't even sleep that whole day.
You said you smoked some black, meaning like heroin, right?
Yeah, black. I smoked black too.
So with Cole?
With him.
So you're already high on meth, but then you also did some heroin.
Right.
Now doesn't that kind of calm you down, or what?
Yeah, I was cool.
Were you doing meth after you smoked the heroin with Cole that day?
No, I did the meth before, so I was already up.
How much heroin did you do?
I was tired. About how much did I smoke with him?
Yeah, after he kicks the bed, you guys go to that other unit. And
I just smoked like a little dime with him. It wasn't even a lot. It wasn't even enough for him because he still had an attitude and was still mad and stuff.
So when this whole thing happened, do you feel like, did you feel like you were still kind of, did you feel high? Did you feel like you were doped up? What did you feel?
No, because I'm supposed to be taking medication because I get the money every month, the 197, so I'm supposed to be going, for bipolar and all that stuff, and sleep and all that, because I get 197 every month, and I haven't even been taking my medication or anything.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
If you're off your medication for bipolar, and you've been smoking crystal meth, and you've been smoking heroin, how are you sure you're remembering all this stuff as it truly occurred, or are you remembering how you think it may have occurred?
No, I
know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly. I know exactly. I only blacked out after that happened because I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, are you serious?
So if two of them were coming down the stairs.
Okay. I didn't see them even come down the stairs because the stairs, they're already downstairs. When you open the door, the stairs are back there.
But here's where I'm having a problem with your story, is they think they're coming to unlock the door for somebody completely different, not you.
But they already knew I was down. Trust me, they knew I was down there already because I was banging on the front door.
Why would they bring a knife down there if they're thinking they're opening the door for somebody else?
He probably already had a knife in his pocket, waiting for me.
Let me tell you what everybody there is telling me.
Okay.
Is that you had the knife, that you took it out of that apartment and had it.
No.
And you were down there, and when they came down, you stabbed Cole.
No.
That's what I'm being told.
That's wrong.
Why didn't you wait there for the police to tell them your side of the story then instead of leave and not ever be heard from?
Because honestly, I was scared, and I knew that I had stabbed him, and I knew that I was going to get in trouble, even though that they attacked me. I just knew because I felt like, man, I was the only black dude, and I was scared. I was like, damn, they're gonna just blame it all on me when this dude was keeping me out of my apartment all day. He hit me upside the head with a rock. They bullied me and all this, but their name is on. That's what everybody said. Why would you just stay there? I don't know. I was nervous. I'd never been in that situation before like that, and I was scared.
I'll go one further on that. With the same thought here is that, so Katrina left the place secured to you, right?
Right.
And so it's your place, right? So you feel like you got some type of responsibility for it, right?
Right. I even have the keys.
Yeah, you got the keys. So hear me out on this. If people are overtaking your place that you're taking care of for Katrina,
right,
and you already get hit with a rock, why aren't you contacting either management, police, somebody else to go, hey, I need to reclaim this place instead of taking it on your own?
You know why? Because I felt like because she was getting evicted, so if I would have put everybody in the business and then they would have locked down the apartment, I'm homeless. I don't have nowhere to stay. So that's why I didn't want to tell nobody. So that's why I was trying to just get in. I was just trying to get in my apartment. I didn't even know it was going to go down like that, and they was going to attack me and do me like that. I'm like, man, I got the keys. I'm like, man, I've been trying to get in all day. So I'm just wondering why the hell would you even do this? You haven't even came here for 5 days. Now all of a sudden you're going to try to bully me and lock me out and do this to me? Are you serious? We're friends. Where did all this come from? I'm just lost. I smoked the stuff with you, and you're still doing this. What the heck is going on? Why me, though?
Which makes it sound to me, though, like if that was me, I'd be pissed off.
I was kind of pissed off, but I wasn't pissed off like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just like.
We didn't go over there to assault anybody or get anybody back or do anything like that.
No, it was not like I was just trying to get in. Every time that I went, I would be like, hey, man, are you playing? Or, man, I'm not playing. No. I have both of my bags, sir, in my hand, because I take my bags everywhere. So both of my bags was in my hand.
Yeah.
As I was knocking on the door, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
damn.
did you throw that rock at them earlier that day?
No, I didn't throw any rock. No.
That rock they hit you with, I'm being told you threw at
No.
them when they opened the door.
No, and who's them? The only person that opened the door and hit me with a rock was Cole.
Nobody else was there?
No, nobody else
And
was
that's
there,
the front
sir.
door, right?
That's the front door. Yep, they're lying about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was only Cole that opened that door. Yep.
So your feeling is they came down and you didn't leave for whatever reason, even though there's two guys coming down, you tried to just rush by them.
Exactly.
They grabbed you and threw you back.
Right.
A scuffle ensued.
That's what
One
happened.
of them brought a knife out and you took that knife away
Right.
from him via the blade,
Right.
switched it to your right hand, and then stabbed in
Right.
self-defense,
Right.
and according to
Exactly. Yes, sir. That's what
you.
happened.
Where did that knife end up in him?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
Well, they say I said.
Not they say, I wonder what you remember.
I don't even remember where I stabbed him. I took the knife and just went like that,
Okay.
and I didn't see no blood or nothing, and I didn't even know that I even cut myself from grabbing the knife
Until you left.
until I left, and I was just like, oh shit, I'm bleeding.
You know, I'm trying to figure out if I can, in a situation like that, if I can physically grab a knife blade and pull it out of the guy's hand that's trying to stab me. That's a tough order.
I mean, every single time you do something, I mean, you're not always strong. You know what I'm saying? You might be nervous yourself and be not on your best. You know.
Well, if you're freaking out and you see a knife coming at you, you grab the knife.
Yeah.
Why don't you just grab the knife and run? Why don't you just boogie out of there?
Because I was just so nervous. I'm just like, man, fuck. Man, they was just trying to get me. They was just trying to attack me and just.
Cole had a knife. Tell me how he pulled it out again.
I don't remember seeing him pull it out.
So tell me
I
how
don't
the hand
remember.
was.
I just seen a knife, yeah, like that, and then that's when I grabbed it. Yeah. And I guess it probably poked me right here at first, and then when I grabbed it like this, I guess that's how I got this damn scar right here.
See, here's what I think. Most likely is they throw you out of there and you get pissed off.
No, they
And
didn't
you
throw
come
me
back.
out of nowhere. Nope.
And they open the door and you throw a rock through there.
Okay.
And then you come back later and try to get through and you'll have a little tussle and they hit you in the head with a rock, which I agree that probably happened, right? You get pissed off and you go way in the back and you have somebody tell them, you text up there and say, have them fools come down there and open this door. And they come down and open that door and you're laying there with a knife and you stab Cole and then you run off.
No.
Because that makes sense to me.
No, there was no Texas, there's nobody waiting.
Earlier you told me there was text.
No,
you and the people up there
No,
on
that
the phone you
was
used to carry,
that was
and they knew you were down there.
that was my buddy that I text, and I heard him up there, and I was just like, hey, bro, you're not gonna let me in?
And that's Chris?
Yeah,
Fierce?
yeah, that's my buddy. I don't even want to put him in nothing. I was just like, hey, bro,
Everybody's
Everybody's
doing it.
can you open it? But I'm just like, bro, can you come let me in? Can you come let me in? That's what I was texting him. Can you please come let me in? So he knew I was down there because he was up in the house. He knew I was down there. That's why he sent Cole down there. And oh boy, that's what I'm thinking. That's my buddy.
He's not going to send them down there to hurt you. Because he told them they were opening the door for Auntie Kim. So they're not expecting you. But you're laying there.
But I'm not sure if he told them. He probably told them that I was to open the door for me because he knew that earlier I couldn't get in because I kept telling him, texting Chris, telling him, dude, not letting me up in
That doesn't make
here.
any sense, man. That makes zero sense.
Okay, well I got the text.
Where is it? Where's the text?
It's in my phone over there at my brother's. I said, hey man, let me in, please. Man, can you just come down and let me in? I wasn't waiting there to do anything, but get in there. That's why I had my bags with me. Why would I carry a knife? Don't even make sense. I got 2 bags and all I was trying to do was get in. He's the one upstairs with all the damn kitchen knives and shit. He fucking attacked me. That's crazy. And that's on Jesus Christ, man. That's crazy, man.
And I think that the wounds probably, when you stabbed him, you stabbed him so hard, your hand probably slipped off that knife and cut yourself.
The right hand, sooner left. That don't even. No.
That doesn't make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Let me take a picture of that real quick.
Because I'm right-handed.
You want me to get ruler measurement type stuff?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I just want to take a picture of your scars, figure out how that knife was grabbed.
Yep.
Go ahead, we'll do that. I'll take a picture of you first so we know it's you. Just that one scar? That one
There's two of them.
Let me see where the...
Yeah.
That's
That's a little bird. It poked me.
He's going to bring a ruler so I can just say the size of it.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, you're good for this ruler.
Yeah, I'm not no revenge or get back or anything. When they came down there, they was coming to get me. All I was trying to do was get in the damn door. Auntie Kim just pops up out of nowhere. So I don't understand why Chris...
Did you see Auntie Kim there?
When I left out, then she was coming. She was out. She was outside, by the outside back door.
So maybe she was coming in and they were going to let her in there.
But why? But if you was coming downstairs, why would you come with another person though? Why would you come with two people?
Because you kept trying to get in. They were
So why would you come? What would you be worried for? And I got the keys to the apartment, and you just assaulted me earlier that day when you hit me with a rock.
Yeah,
and that was my apartment.
He's playing around with that brand new fancy
Okay.
camera we have.
He wants to do that?
Yeah, so he's going to come in right now with
Some tape?
we got a new toy. We got a new fancy camera. It'll take pretty good high resolution pictures. So we got a detective. He's going to come in here with a new camera and.
So what did you tell? So what Dante was there? So what you're telling me? He's just in the back.
Yes.
He didn't see the incident though at all.
I don't know if he opened the door and seen it. I do believe he opened the door and seen it.
What was he going to tell us that happened that night?
That they wouldn't let me in. That they wouldn't let me in there and they attacked me.
Because he's going to know whether you had that knife beforehand and went over there. He's going to know whether you texted him and said, "Hey, come on down and open the door." You were just so Auntie Kim was coming in. You just happened to be down there. So, but you texted your friend and said, "Come let me in."
Yes.
You didn't text him and say, "Send someone else down here to let me in."
No, I didn't.
You texted your friend and said,
Yes.
"Let me in the back."
Yes.
What did he respond?
He never even responded. That's why I was tripping. I was like, man, I'm like, man, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Are you going against me? You're my friend. You know I've been trying to get in all day. So he just ignored me in the text.
This gentleman was Detective Kempton. He's going to take some pictures of it.
And maybe just do some, I guess overall, since you got the camera anyway. So however you want it.
Stand up, your back against there.
And then the wound in question is going to be.
Yes, no.
I'll put you guys face me.
No, face up.
Face me, I'll see who you are. I gotta know who you are. And where the...
Left hand palm area.
Did you have any
Yes,
other wounds from this particular thing? What about the face where you got hit with the rock? Where did you get hit with the rock?
Like right on the top of the head.
Was there any
No,
marks
it
or
wasn't even
scars?
that hard where you hit me. It wasn't even hard.
Did you
Turn him over this.
at some point after this, we'll take pictures of the top of his head too, just to show marks.
Okay, so where you're interested.
That's that knife mark.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take some overall shots.
Yeah.
There should be two, small one and a big one.
So I'm gonna take some overall shots, then I got a little ruler I'm gonna have you hold on to.
Would you like him to lay flat on the table so it doesn't shake?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll turn that over. Yeah, just a little right there. Perfect. flatlining. Mark on your head too?
Would you show where it got hit, that maybe you can take off and just point at where you feel like you got hit? And you never did see a mark afterwards?
I didn't see him.
You didn't knock you out like
No,
the
he
company.
didn't.
Okay, go ahead and point again, please.
No, you didn't.
Okay, good. One more time. Okay, hold still. Last one. Okay, good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
15514.
Got it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I know you're running to get out of here, so there's no worry about
hurry.
taking it.
No hurry.
Okay, I'll put it out tomorrow.
All right, thanks, man.
Make sure
Appreciate it.
that's where that is, dude. Hey, he's like this, or he's like this, when you first saw him?
It was like this.
He's like this? Is it his right hand or left hand?
Right hand.
He's like this.
Right.
Show me how you grabbed it.
Well, are you standing up?
So, yeah, I was standing up.
Okay.
So
is
here's
this
the
up right
knife.
angle?
Right.
So show me how you grabbed it.
So I just grabbed it like this.
Open it. Okay? And then you pull it out,
And I pulled it. Yeah.
and that was cold like that.
Yes.
And you switch hands and you steady.
Yeah.
That's what,
Yeah. See. Yeah.
okay? And then,
That's probably from when I was grabbing it. And then where it poked me when I tried to stab. You see what I'm saying?
hold that. Now you come down. Okay. Somebody send me over.
Thank you.
Sit down. Do you have anything, any other questions?
Well, I don't know a lot about the case, but
Yeah.
I agree with Detective Morris here. I mean, if I'm to look at this case objectively, you got plenty of reason to be, right?
I understand
I would
that.
be.
I mean, I would be pissed off as
I
well.
was pissed off.
These people don't belong in that place. She entrusted you and only you with this place.
Right.
You got the key.
Right.
You're the one that decides who can be there, who can't be there.
Right.
And now all of a sudden Cole, because he's got something for some girls or whatever you think is the problem, but you don't have a place to stay now.
Right.
Okay. It would make sense to me, and I'm not trying to open a trap door for you to fall in. Because to me,
But
the truth is what I'm interested in.
Exactly.
Regardless
Right.
of what everybody says, I want to know the truth, right?
That's what I'm saying.
It would make more sense to me, at least. It would make more sense to me that you're pissed because you've tried to come back there at least 2 or 3 times.
Right.
They've already hit you with a frickin' rock.
Right.
they're taking over your place. This is your place. You got no other place to go.
Right.
I could see you be getting pissed and things getting out of control, and then maybe you didn't intend to stab him as much as you did, but you got pissed and you wanted to make a statement. You wanted to get your place back and say, hey, no, this is my place.
But all I wanted to do was get in. Like when he hit me with that rock, I didn't have nothing. When he opened up to that door, I didn't have nothing. All I had was my bags.
You didn't come back there with a knife.
I didn't come back with no knife.
What all's in
The
your
knife
bag?
was in the house.
What all
Dude,
bags?
all the knives that I just had two bags with my clothes that I carry. Everywhere I go, I just take my clothes everywhere because I'm homeless. So I'm like, if they lock the door up there, then I got my clothes with me. So,
But you have the key to the lock up there.
yeah,
So
only
they can lock it in.
upstairs. Exactly. So if I would have got in later on that day, I could lock my door. You know, if once they leave, I could get in there and lock my door and won't nobody come back in there. I wasn't coming. I didn't come back for no revenge or nothing. All I was trying to do was get in there. I thought maybe because I waited a few hours now that somebody else would probably open the door and then I could go up in there. And
Who else have you talked to since this has happened to tell them what went down?
My mom.
Okay, what did you tell your mom?
Well, I really didn't even have a chance to even tell her anything.
Okay, well, let me ask you
Well, he just
again.
asked, who you
Who
told?
have you told what happened? Like what, give them details to?
My brother.
Dante. So you told Dante exactly what happened.
Yeah, he seen.
And he was there.
He wasn't right next to me.
But when you came out,
outside door, so-
was that hand bleeding?
Yeah, yes, it was.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't bleeding in, it must
You sure you didn't cut yourself later, after the fact?
No. I know he cut me.
GiCarr, you sure you didn't cut yourself after the fact?
No. You see how long you see how long it's been healing?
People heal it.
It's been like what, like 5 days?
Yeah. Who else besides Dante did you tell about what happened? When you were with Dante that night, where did you guys go? Where did you guys spend the night?
I didn't even go to Dante's house that day. I
Where'd
just
you go?
been there for like
New
2
Year's
days.
Eve. Where'd you spend the night?
One of my other friends' house in Reagan.
Okay. What's your friend's name?
Her name is Lolly.
Okay. What did you tell Lolly that happened?
Everything what I just told you guys.
Okay. Where does Lolly live at?
I don't know.
Is it an apartment or a house?
It's like a little apartment.
Okay. What part of Redmond?
By the transit center.
Okay. Because
Auntie Kim knows.
here's the thing.
I told Auntie Kim.
Okay, so Auntie Kim knows. How long after this thing did you talk to Auntie Kim?
She walked up on it, right? Right after you were leaving?
After, but I walked off. I didn't run or anything.
What's
I
Auntie
just
Kim's name?
walked off. I don't even know her
What's her
last
last name?
I just started.
You understand,
Auntie
you
Kim.
would want us to talk to these people,
I know,
right?
I do.
So if you know their names, you would want
I
to
know.
tell us.
Honestly, I don't
What's
know.
Lolly's last name?
I don't know because that's her mom.
How old is Lolly? Is Auntie Kim's mom?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Auntie Kim, whose auntie is Kim?
It's just like they don't want to talk to the police.
How old is Auntie Kim? How old is Auntie Kim?
She's like 50 something.
Does Auntie Kim and Lolly live together?
Yeah.
So Lolly is in her 70s?
No, Lolly, she's like.
Oh, Auntie Kim is Lolly's mom.
Yes.
Okay, so Lolly is probably in her 20s or 30s. Is Lolly your age?
Yeah, she's like my age. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then where does she work at?
I don't know where she works. I don't think she works.
Okay, so by the transit center, we're both familiar with the transit
Right.
center. So what apartments?
It's those little apartments in a little back alley. I don't know the exact address. I just told her.
Well,
It's above
Right across from the transit center.
yeah, there's a corner, there's a,
Are you talking park and ride or transit center?
Park and ride.
Park and ride's the one off of Grady Way.
Yeah, park and ride. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. I get those two mixed
Okay,
up.
so so that's South 7th Street, there's,
hold on.
yeah,
The transit center, there's a dessert shop, donut shop thing?
No, it's the park and ride, because that's where you park your cars, and then you hop
Yeah.
on the bus. That's by
Oh.
McDonald's.
I mean, where is this
It's
apartment
right
at?
across the street from the park and ride. You know, when you first come in,
Yeah.
in the front of it, it's right there. and it's right across the street.
Do you know where Banker's Towing is? I know you know where all these places are because you've been renting for many years, so.
No, I'm not from Redding, but I know where some
Okay.
stuff is. I don't know where no tolling thing is.
Okay.
I'm not really familiar.
So the street that is just, when you walk north, you know which way is north from the parking
Towards
lot?
the transit center.
You're gonna make a right if I'm walking north.
Okay, but there's that street, there's
Yeah.
a street called South 7th Street, same street that connects over to, Rainier Avenue and all that. Are you gonna, okay.
It's right there. It's hold on. If I'm walking north out of the parking
Yeah,
lot from the
gotcha.
front, you will make a right.
Okay,
And it's
gotcha.
right there, right there. It's like that first little building thing
How
right
big
there
is
in that
the
little
apartment?
alley. It's kind of like an alley. It's like a little apartment right there.
So is it like a converted house?
Yeah.
Is it like a
It looks
duplex
like
or
it.
fourplex,
It looks like
or
a
how many
duplex.
units?
I think it's 2.
Is she on the top or bottom?
The bottom one. It's only flat.
Okay. Is there a number on it or a letter on it?
I'm not sure exactly what number
color?
it is. It's like candies.
And then who does Lolly live with?
She lives with some dude. I don't even know his
Is it a
name.
boyfriend?
No, it's not a boyfriend. It's just some dude that
What
they
race?
stay with or whatever. He's black.
And Lolly's black also?
Yes, she likes it. Yeah.
Did you have no idea where Lolly or Auntie Kim work?
No, I don't.
Or if they
I don't think they even
work
got jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have
Yeah,
kids?
jobs.
Or does Lolly have kids?
No, she has no kids. No.
What does she drive? What kind of cars are parked there?
She doesn't have a car.
Nobody's got a car there.
No. Not that I know of.
Dante know these people?
Yeah, he knows them. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
It's for me.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I got no
don't-
questions.
yeah.
Sorry.
We'll go ahead and interview. It's, January 7th, 2016 at, 5:03 PM.